How do you do all the stuff you do with your butthole mouth?
Alright, I can't wait to play AI Dungeon. Justin sent in a really cool moon colonization prompt. I just gotta go to the explore page, and what the hell is this? Explore is temporarily unavailable. No! Oh well, guess we're gonna have to do something else. It's true, my friends, the explorer page is down, so today we are going to have to play a featured scenario instead of our planned moon colonization scenario. Justin, I will get to your scenario whenever the explorer page is back up. I do plan on playing it because that one seemed very interesting and I was excited about it. But for today, we have 25 featured scenarios to choose from, so I'm going to go ahead and put 1 through 25 into a random number generator, and whatever we get, we're gonna play. Westbot. Drum roll, please. The winner is number 3. Number 3, your dungeon adventure. Alright, so this prompt says, create both your character and an ally to explore a dungeon with. Each time you use this scenario, a different adventure happens. You might find treasure in one, and you might find nothing but misery in the other. Enjoy! If you want to set it to not safe for work, go ahead. Oh, don't worry, buddy, we will. Enter your character's name. Today, we're going to be Ryan, and I'm going to show you why in a second. I know that's boring compared to what I usually do, but I have a plan. What is the name of your friend? You know who my friend is? My friend is Westbot. Look, Westbot, we get to go into a dungeon together. I know, it's so exciting, isn't it, bro? We might find treasure or misery together. Doesn't that sound like fun? I knew you'd be ready, bro. You're always so enthusiastic and ready for adventure. Alright, I'll see you in the dungeon, buddy. Fill in the blank. You wield a dildo. That's easy. Is your companion a he or a she? Oh, my companion wields a blank. You know what Westbot wields? Westbot wields an attitude with me sometimes. For example, he got done editing yesterday's RimWorld video and he kept calling me an asshole. He said I don't treat my villagers very good. You guys don't think that's true, do you? I totally treat my villagers really good, right? Your mom was Areola Lola and she's feckin' dead now, so get over it. I hate Greg a lot. Your name is Ryan and you are an adventurer. You enter dungeons, slay monsters, take treasures, and gain fame for doing so. However, it's suicide to travel alone, so you travel with a close friend of yours, Westbot. Aw, Westbot, we're close friends, yay! You wield a dildo and he wields an attitude. You and your companion stand at the entrance of the dungeon, prepared to face the dangers ahead. Ready, you ask? Ready, he replies. In any case, death is certain to come first. Oh, that's not a very promising start. The AI's like, yeah, just so you're aware, you're gonna die before anything good happens here. Good thing we brought Westbot along to sacrifice, fight alongside. Nothing kills a monster like a good attitude. Too bad Westbot's attitude's always sour. I just said go inside. You walk into the dungeon, shotgun raised. Well, I guess the game doesn't understand what a dildo is. He just cocks the dildo. No pun intended, by the way. With the dildo. What if it's like a dildo shotgun? That would be really cool and also extremely dangerous. You walk down the hallway, shotgun ready to fire. You kick a monster in the face, breaking its skull and knocking it off its feet. I just said, oh man, sorry Westbot, thought you were a monster for a second, lol. Nah, I know it's just a joke, Westbot replies. I was implying that Westbot was the one that I kicked in the face, and it said I broke his skull, so just imagine he's on the ground with his skull broken, and he's like, no, I know it's just a joke. Most of the monsters in the dungeon are low enough to the supernatural spectrum that bullets don't work. Knives and batleth work well enough, but they're slow, and you'd much rather have something else. Something else like, I don't know, maybe a dildo? I brought it for a reason. It's the ultimate monster slayer, but the AI's being a fecker and gave me a shotgun instead. That was a funny sentence I typed. I totally did this on purpose, but I said, get your dildo ready. We're getting deep. A dildo? He asks amused. You've always been a bit too soft for your own good, Ryan. You slowly make your way deeper and deeper into the dungeon. It's maze-like, made to confuse and keep anyone from easily escaping. You've explored most of it. However, there's one room at the very end that you've been avoiding. I said, okay, Westbot, you go in first, and if you die, I'll know it's not safe. Duly noted, he replies. Thank you, Westbot, you're so kind. Westbot enters the room, and you raise your shotgun, aiming it at the doorway. You wait for a moment moment, but nothing happens. Oh no, this is kind of like a horror movie. What's gonna happen? I said, Westbot, did you die? Nope, he replies, but I did find something. You enter the room and find yourself in complete darkness. You grab your flashlight, turning it on and illuminating the dark room. He's like, let me get my flashlight out. It's kind of dark in here. He's like, oh wait, nope, that's the dildo. Hold on. Okay, there's my flashlight. Cheat. I said, what did you find? A book. You walk over to the bookshelf looking at it. You recognize it as the very shelf that you put the book on. It's been there the entire time. I'm gonna ask Westbot what book it is. The Necronomicon. You look at the book smiling. You remember putting it there yourself. Westbot, what else did you find? A note. I said, what's it say? Westbot holds the note out and you take it. You read the words on the page aloud. To unlock the next room, solve the riddle of he who is not a monster yet fears monsters if he look but once into the abyss forever after sights the abyss in his eyes. Dude, was that English? I have no clue what that even meant. I'm pretty sure that was just some random nonsense the AI threw out there and was like, look, it's a riddle. I said, well, it's a good thing you're an expert riddle solver, right, Westbot? Right, he replies. Let's go get the next leg of our journey started. You leave the room and head to the room you remember. I don't know, I guess you've solved the riddle. The room is dark and a figure sits in a chair. He has no face. Hello, Ryan. How the hell would he say hello, Ryan, if he doesn't have a face? Who are you? You ask, clutching your shotgun. I am the master. I said, masturbator. Oh, got him. And then I put in little stars. High fives, Westbot. Master? I am the leader of the community of misfits. You found us. It's somewhat because I wanted you to. What do you mean? The master stands up. We discovered you only due to sheer luck. The first night you spent here, I was hoping you wouldn't come. Oh? In what way? You're the masturbator, so this could be kind of misconstrued here. You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I said, are you a misfit because your face fell off? That obvious? The master chuckles. No, I just realized that's what you are. A misfit. A terrible monster-fearing person who runs around cutting up hapless teens. You gathered all of that from him telling you that you're a misfit. You think he goes around and cuts up teens. That's a little bit aggressive, don't you think? I'm not a monster. You're right, you're not. Neither are your friends. They just don't realize that. Like you, they're special. How so? I said, well, for one, you're missing your face. Ah, yes, that is a side effect of my experiments. Experiments? I am a doctor, Ryan. A doctor with lots of time and a lot of test subjects. I said, speaking of, how are you talking without a mouth? The organ in question is not my actual mouth. It's just a replica. Oh, it's probably just his butthole. You guys know what that means? That means he's kind of talking out of his ass, if you know what I'm saying. Ah, I see. So you have a mouth replica so you can speak without opening your real mouth. I said, are you speaking out of your butthole? What? I didn't think misfits could joke. I'm not a joke. What are you then? Because you're certainly not interesting. You're just uninteresting. The master raises his voice. Is there a problem, mister? No, not at all. I was just asking your name. You first, the master says. I just said, his name is Westbot. Fair enough. My name's West Bottles. It just stole Westbot's name and added 3 letters on the end of it. Nice name, the master says, rolling his eyes in an apparent attempt to be humble, while simultaneously attempting to look down on you. What are you even doing here, you ask? What I said, I'm a doctor, a researcher, a bit of an amateur, but I have a great love of science. I said, I have a science question. Go on. How do you do all of the stuff you do with your butthole mouth? I did not ask that. The AI just did that on its own. The only thing I typed in that was I have a science question, and then my character asked the butthole mouth question on his own. The master burst out laughing. What's so funny, you ask? That's the best you could do, he laughs. I think you've accidentally discovered the holy grail of science. What? I'm thinking the same thing my character's thinking here. What is he talking about? He said breeding, and I said, what's that? That's something a simpleton like you would ask only a simpleton like you. Good luck, kid. The master begins to leave. I said, Westbot, take him out. Master? Westbot asks, confused. I don't have time to explain. Take him back to his friends. Westbot slings you over his shoulder, walking out of the room. Why did you sling me over your shoulder, Westbot? You were supposed to take Master. I guess when you said Master, you could have been referring to me, because technically I'm your master too, but that guy's name was Master, so I assume that's who you were talking about. This is a confusing situation. I said, Westbot, you need to kill Westbottle. Master? Just do as I command you. Westbot slings you into the air, walking down the hall. We need to breed, he says. He walks past the kitchen and into a room filled with machinery. He walks over to a machine of sorts, pulling out a canister and releasing some sort of gas. Westbot, that gas better kill Mr. Butthole Mouth or I'm gonna be upset with you. Alright, so I typed Westbottle enters the room and it said, and you're dropped on the floor before he can react. He turns around looking confused. What the fuck? I just shouted, kick his ass, Westbot. Master! Westbot kicks Bottle's ass as you laugh uncontrollably. Haha, teach him not to fuck with me. Westbot kicks him again as you start laughing again. He thinks he can fuck with me. He's in for a rude awakening. Westbot grabs you and picks you up. Why do I feel like Westbot is Frankenstein's monster and I'm Frankenstein? And he's just like, Master, I kill Westbottle now. Sorry you turned into Frankenstein, Westbot. That wasn't really part of the whole story. I wasn't really planning that, but it fits, right? Alright, you little f***er. Let's see how much you've learned. Westbot punches Bottle in the face as you watch, cheering him on. I'm like Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars. I said, kill him. Kill him now. Master, Westbot punches him again as you laugh. Ha ha ha. The second hits his jaw, knocking him to the floor. Fuck, you're dead, he says as you laugh again. I said, do it. Westbot brings his foot down on the lower part of Bottle's face, crushing it. Ha ha ha! Westbot pulls off a metal ring, killing him instantly. Check. I think if you killed him instantly, that's checkmate, buddy. I said, take all of Westbottle's treasure. You walk down the hall, finding yourself in a massive library. You look around for inspiration and you find it in the size of the room itself. This has nothing to do with the treasure that I wanted. I'm gonna take the treasure now and then I'm gonna skedaddle because it's about time to end this video. Okay, so I wrote us a nice little conclusion here. You and Westbot take all of the treasure that the faceless bastard had been hoarding for his experiments and proceed to live a happy life, never having to worry about money again. You use your money to spread happiness to all of the people of the world, and Westbot spends a majority of his money to everyone lives happily ever after except for the person that we murdered because he's feckin' dead. And I think that's a nice little conclusion to this story today. You know, it was no moon colonization or anything like that, but it was still a fun episode, I think, and I had a lot of fun exploring the dungeon with you today, Westbot. I hope you had fun too. I just brought Westbot along to do all of the dirty work. He had to kill the bad guy for me. I'm too much of a wuss to do it. Westbot, you're my hero. With all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future episodes. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed it and a comment below, and share the video with your friends because all of those things will help us out and it would be much appreciated. Other than that, thank you for spending your time with me today. I do really appreciate it. I love all of you guys and I hope you have an amazing day. See ya next time.